Oh my goodness. Oh, I gotta go cam only. Cam only. Oh, it is going to be a day today. It's gonna be a day today. How is everyone on this fine, or maybe not so fine Tuesday? I even wore a funny shirt. It's a dad joke. I would tell a joke about pizza, but it's too cheesy. All right, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I've been trying to be super positive about this, but 2377 sniped our registration in the last 10 seconds. So yeah, and we're just gonna wait to see if they've got a match or not. Zip, Pistol Pete, see a lot of 1981 in this chat already, nice and early, obviously. Jippy, Samoa, or Samoa, Samo, maybe. No, and this is King of All Britain. Death, how are you, man? I've got some water here. I've got a protein shake. I've been working out a lot recently. I think I've told you guys I feel pretty good. Feel pretty good about myself. You know, I've been doing a lot of work outside the game. That's what happens when you don't have very competitive KVKs for a while. So, I mean, what can I say? But yeah, we're hoping for the best here. As far as what this stream is gonna entail, obviously we're gonna do, you know, the matchmaking reveal. We're gonna see who we actually get matched against. Is there a chance that we get 2377? Yes. And is there a chance that we don't? Yes. We're gonna see how it goes. So we'll do some kingdom reviews. Obviously there's probably gonna be a few familiar faces, you know, 2377 obviously being the biggest one, maybe 1079, maybe 3308, you know, all that stuff. And then I also have the arms training. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. We will see. I've got the arms training, but that on stream, I try to get #1. So either I could show you guys and actually do like the guide live on stream, but it takes me like an hour because I buff my march before I hit every single time. And I don't really know if you guys want to watch that. But then we also have the last few wheels of spins. So what does my t-shirt say? I think I said this earlier, but it's a dad joke. I would tell a joke about pizza, but it's too cheesy, or it's cheesy, so we like that. This is not HA, man. It is King of All Britain. So we're gonna hop in game. Whew. All right, Tesh, how's it going, man? Hey, generally you're my good luck charm, right? You were the good luck charm for the armaments, so hopefully you're a good luck charm for matchmaking too, huh? Me, Bark and Storm will get proven right in 19 minutes. What about 2377? Maybe, man. Maybe. You're insulting Gino's people? I have no... What is Gino's people? Italians? Is Gino Italian? Do you consider matching 2377 a good match? Absolutely fucking not. They are... Well, before the by-election phase, they were 4 times the size of literally every single person who registered for this KVK. So, you know, they were probably going to get a no match found. But then we had 1903 come over and we had 3308 come over. You know, that there is a way that they could have a match. Now, there are rumor mills floating around, one of which is that we are somehow pre-allied with 3473. That's a rumor. There's another rumor that's going around that's saying 3308 is going to pre-ally with 2377 for a recovery KVK. And in that case, my KVK is chalked. So that's why, you know, that it might be a rough stream, huh? But we will see, guys. I've been going as positive as possible. For as long as I could be. So we're going to see, essentially, if 1981 is going to downsize significantly after this matchmaking, or if we're going to keep going and chugging along like we are. So, can you show us what the shirt looks like on your floor? No. What do you mean? I don't have a shirt on my floor, I don't think. You mean just doing push-ups on the floor? No. Friend of mine just migrated to 1981, hoping the best for you. You should tell me who your friend is. I've probably spoken to him recently. Ooh. I'm eating my protein shake with a spoon. I don't know how that makes me feel. It's too solid. I need to put more milk in there. Okay. So, obviously, we've got this. I don't know if I really want to start this, guys. This is brutal. Also, for Uh, fairness sake, I'll probably swap king title off myself, but I need king title on so people know who to contact for Diplo. I mean, they probably already know, right? But, damn, Kane doesn't get my pickup lines. I'm out. Yeah, Toby, I didn't get it, man. What the shirt looks like on your floor? I really don't understand. Are you just trying to get me to lay down or something? I literally have no idea. Ooh. So, a lot of things are gonna happen based on the matchmaking, right? My gear is all messed up just simply because of I'm gonna do this buffing strategy. But one thing that I was gonna do is I was gonna spend, I don't know, $600 on the conversion stone bundle. We're gonna swap this over to the new formation. Obviously, we weren't gonna do that now, but that was gonna happen this KVK. I don't know if I'm gonna go full on the tech. Obviously, it depends on who we get. I might not do dailies this KVK just because, I mean, I don't know. I've been spending a lot recently, and if I spend $600 to change this over, ooh, I don't want to deal with that. So we'll see. I might not do dailies, might just do mountain warfares and pop-ups. But yeah, we will see. He wants you to take off your shirt. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there were definitely better ways that you could phrase that. For sure. A lot of 1030, or not 1032, 3092 in this chat. I think Bus Driver's also streaming. I think I saw his stream set up. So I do hope that you guys get a good match. I know that most of the competition kind of came our way. At least the people who didn't find a match, right? So 1903, 3308, 1079, I think we're all a little bit bigger. And yeah, so we'll see. But I think 3308 and 1079 were both HA, right? So you guys should get a good match, hopefully. But you know, we'll see. Hopefully we get a good match. If not, it's gonna be an awkward one. Dark Chip, how are you? W Kane VK, what's up? All right, we have 13 minutes, and I don't really know what to do in these 13 minutes, so we should start this, but I also don't have a rune. And no runes are spawned, and I really don't want to do this. That's a cool city skin. Nice. Is that like a farming city skin? That looks sick. I don't know if I've ever seen that. I don't really want to do this event without a rune, because that would defeat the whole purpose of me buffing and trying hard. So, one moment. Well, we're probably just going to wait until that goes ahead and and spawns a rune. Probably just like a 7. What is going on? $50 to take off my shirt? You can keep the 1 billion gold if you take off your shirt? You guys are thirsty, man. Thirsty. No. Maybe on a drinking stream, but not that. Also, is taking my shirt like TOS, or taking my shirt off even TOS? I'm a guy, right? That should be TOS. I could probably go shirtless. I mean, dude, didn't Twitch have like hot tub streams and shit? I mean, come on. I would be fine. But also, I'm not that cheap, man. $30? $30 or $50 to take off my shirt? Come on. At least buy me a drink first, man. Oh, one thing that I don't know what I'm going to do with is all these resources. If this KVK is a dud, I mean, they just sit there, they rot. I mean, oh. Wait, what's Kane eating? It's a protein shake, man. I put two scoops of whey protein powder in this thing, and it's solid. That's why I'm eating it with the spoon. So I don't know if I like it. I need to add more milk. And somebody said they like water over milk. I completely disagree. But too solid. Kane, can I goon to you next stream? First of all, it's Kane, okay? Big Kane, right? But I don't know what the whole gooning thing is recently. Okay, this is a shirt. There's nothing going on here, all right? Hey, Belay, how are you? Let's do fund me for shirtless Kane. Now, I could get behind like a membership goal. Like it could happen, but now we're just being weird, right? So let's relax. Are we cooked yet? We might be cooked. We have 11 minutes left. 1981 collapse live stream? Could be. I like my water more. True. What's your weight at? 170. And what am I going to do if it's a bad KVK? I'm not migrating. or going anywhere, but there is no doubt in my mind that 1981 would downsize, and we'd probably want to downsize because ever since we hit 800 billion kill points, our last two KVKs have been shit. Like, we were literally 85 members, and then we fought 1606. We had a huge migration, and then we had a shit KVK, and then we had another big migration, and then, I mean, maybe this will be a shit KVK. So if everything sucks, then yeah, we're just gonna downsize. For, you know, people will want to leave, but also we will want to downsize. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. And then if I stay in 1901 or not, we'll see. But I will definitely not be migrating if this KVK matchup sucks. I'm not going to join VC, man. I'm going to sit here on stream and chat. They even got 10 pounds on Kane. Depends on what kind of muscle that is, though, you know? Nice t-shirt. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, honestly, I mean, this whole KVK could have been great, though. I will literally fight any kingdom that is in what, King of all Britain, except for 2370s or 2377, man. And think about it. And yeah, Zala just said this is all Lil's fault for removing Keener. Yeah, we had everything lined up. We were all gonna go Keener. I mean, look, maybe 2377 would have still shadow registered. I have no idea. But at the same time, you know, we had everything lined up for Keener, and it would have been a lot of fun. So, Orleans would have been great. That's true. I don't know. And just because everyone went Orleans, or not everyone, but some people went Orleans. If we went Orleans, we might still not have got a match found, right? Like, we would technically right now be the largest kingdom in Orleans, right? Because I think most people over 1 billion kill points didn't get a match found. I mean, there's a chance, guys. There is a chance that we get this whole map and 2377 gets a match found, and we're not in the map somehow. I mean, I have no idea how, but I also have absolutely no idea how they make it fair, right? Bot Impossible Keener is weird. So I've looked at the map, man, and you're right. I don't like the Keener map in the same reason that I don't like the Alliance Invictus map. And does anybody have coordinates for, or like a Keener? Hold on. Let's see if there's anything up right now. Season of Conquest, Lost Kingdom list. Where's Keener? Is there a Keener? There is. Okay, so let's just look at this map, and this is why I am not a huge fan of not a big fan of the map. So obviously there's a lot of fighting here. It's really, really good. Obviously a super fun KVK, although I think this KVK is pretty much over. Maybe it's not over, but I've heard various things that the 2359 side and 1188 side is pretty much have won this. I'm not entirely sure. But just in general, I don't like this imbalance here. So I know it's 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. I know it's 3 passes, but this bottom side has more territory than this top side, and it makes it really, really difficult if either side loses. Like, if these guys up here, if one side loses, and if these guys one side up down here lose, it just makes it really bad. And the Alliance Invictus KVK is the same way, except the Alliance Invictus KVK is even worse. It's even worse because I think it's not even the same. I think it's 2 and 4 in the Alliance Invictus KVK. So Alliance Invictus KVK map is technically worse, but this kind of reminds me of a stratagems map, but not quite as nice. And the zones just look weird, man. And the openings are strange. I don't know. 2 passes for 4 passes, 1188 side dominating summary. Okay, so Bot Impossible, I appreciate, yeah, the quick summary. I have not really been keeping up. I did pilot a little bit in this KVK, but then I reminded myself that I'm done with piloting after that whole experience that I had, which I'm pretty sure everybody in this chat knows what I'm talking about at this point. But yeah, so I am going to be using my free time to do other things, go to the gym, go outside, socialize, you know, no reason to be spending my 3 a.m.s up late piloting other kingdoms, so. Anything just went crazy in the last 24 hours? Yeah. But I did finally see that these forts did burn, which is obviously really big. So this was the 4th pass that was given to the 1188 side, I think. Maybe we're campmates with 2377, like last KVK, Mimi got overpowered. Yeah, so maybe 3308 and 2377 are the two largest camps, and they just get to be in one camp, or two largest kingdoms, and they just get to be in one camp. Yeah. So, looking forward to matching 19-1 next KVK after 77 matchup. Kavoth, aren't you in 2377? Or am I thinking of... Oh, no, I'm thinking of Kill Day. Kavoth, which... I can't remember exactly. Why are we eating protein shake with a spoon? I've already gone over this, guys. I've already gone over this. All right, I didn't put enough milk in here, and it's a little solid. So, yeah. We're eating it with a spoon. Can you show the crazy zenith and share your thoughts about the top 2 spots? Guys, stop. Yes, we do have 2 people who are top 2 with 2 days left. We will probably have at least 5 or 6 in the top 10. I know Seraphim's going to get up there, but this is surprisingly more than I thought would be after such a lackluster last zenith, especially in this region. Oh, you're in 1960. Oh, yeah, no. 1981 is not going to go from 2377 to 1960. I promise you that. And if we do, even if we downsize this offseason after a shit KVK, we will definitely be dead. Forts can get burned in 5 hours, which is a nice thing for me. That is quite nice. Those are because of the siege tower things, right? In that KVK, they can like shoot and reduce durability. Something like that. Appreciate the 63 resources and the 1,823 yeah, gold. That's really appreciate that. If we are campmates with 2377, I will be making fun of every camp that refuses to fight. Yeah, as if we would also not be in that exact same situation. I'm cooking right now. I hope Lilith lets me cook on my own account. I think I might have read that already. If not, I just read it in my head. But yeah, let's hope. There is tech that makes things burn faster. Oh, I did not know that, actually. I did not know that. But that is with the 155,000 health, right? Because in the new update, aren't forts only going to have 100,000 health? So that 5 hours will actually be like 3 hours in the next update, which seems kind of insane. Also, to all the other kingdoms who are registered, because I'm streaming and I have king title and our glorious leader Moof needs to get up early tomorrow and he's asleep. I probably, in 1981, probably won't be doing serious Diplo until tomorrow because I'm not making any decisions on our behalf. Yeah, Siege can burn down forts too at 30% in 5 minutes. That seems ridiculous. Check Alliance chat. This is probably not going to go well. I was trying to help. What do we... Someone tries to make Kane get... Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, and even if Siege can burn down... Dude, I will never invest in a Siege March. And now I have to buy the... where is it? Dude, I'm even buying these dailies. Because of the new changes to Chook, right? Because he's becoming a Smite commander, this skill right here is turning into smite reduction, right? Wait, no, this is not it. This one, which is essentially the expertise. So this is turning into smite damage, which is cool. I think 50% reduction in AoE that you get hit by. I think it's a cooldown of 10 seconds with the change, but then it does 1500 smite damage, possibly. So I mean, that's obviously a really good support skill. So we'll see. But I'm buying that for now. Dark, yeah, what's up? All right, guys. A minute and 50 seconds. Oh, prayers, man. I'm not going to get nervous. My heart rate is going to stay at a quick resting heart rate. All right. I will just be very, very sad if 2377 is in our map and 3308 refuses to fight. Even if 2377 is in our map and 3308 is fighting, which is likely, it's going to be a 3v1, which still might suck, right? So CJ could be usable. CJ will not be good, but his support skills will be solid. Hi, Kane, tell us about the next formation predictions, like 10% AoE skill damage formation. I think it will be something like 10%, or they will just update wedge formation. I really, really dislike the idea of them releasing new formations every single like 3 to 9 months for the like. Why would you just power creep naturally? That doesn't make any sense. There's almost no reason to just. I mean, this needs a buff, right? Like wedge needs a buff. The 5% needs to be changed to 10%. But to then just release a 15% and then a 20% and make me spend hundreds of dollars to like swap all my armaments around seems absolutely ridiculous, man. Resting heart rate of 190. No. Should I have the ball drop like New Year's Eve? We've got 20 seconds. So Bertrand, I also don't think will be meta. I am kind of surprised that he's getting AoE. He might literally be a good secondary to Arthur right now, but I mean, it's what, like 600 or 800 AoE? It's something small. I can't entirely remember. All right, guys, 3, 2, 1. Let's see what it is. Finding match. Opponent found. Oh, it's not loading. Chat, we're done. No opponents. No opponents. We get 0 opponents. No match found. Oh, no 23. Oh, they're in there. Oh, dude, I was so happy for a second. They're in there. Fuck. Oh, I didn't see him. Dude, they're camped with 3473. They're camped with 3473. Oh, we're cooked. We are cooked. Okay, so I am very lost, I think. How does 2377 have a campmate? How do they have a campmate? Oh, I didn't see him at first, but yeah, I don't know, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, so I mean, this is a 3v1. It's pretty much the only way it's gonna work. I literally don't know why they have a campmate. It makes no sense. The only way that this will possibly be somewhat competitive is a 3v1. That's it. And if 3308 decides to ally them, then it's just over. 1v3 is not winnable or even a decent fight, I think. I think it could be a decent fight. But then you're pretty much saying, like, if 1981... Let's just say 1981 and 3473 cross each other out, right? They're still fighting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kingdoms. Not 1v3 again? Yeah, dude. Bro, I'm gonna be goated in my 3473 account. Yep. 08 and 77 are friends. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely friends. I mean, aren't they both, like, Vietnamese, right? So, I don't know. I have absolutely no idea why they have a campmate. Honestly, this just speaks to, Lilith matchmaking at the moment. Because there's no way a 2v2 is fair, right? I guess bottom v top is maybe fair. I mean, okay, let me back that way up. Bottom v top is not fair. Yeah, 3v1 is the only way. Should have gone Orleans? Nah. But yeah, this is interesting. This is interesting. All right, so first of all, this is their proper domain, right? So 1901 BC'd once more. We might be. We'll see. 1981 and 3473 pre-ally. That literally was never true. Yeah, there's no way a 2v2 could ever work, guys. I mean, what is the best option for a 2v2? Like, what is the best option? It's bottom versus top. And 3308 and 1945 could literally never beat 2377 and 3473. 1206 and 1903 against 1079, 1807, and 1901 could be good. But, yeah. I mean, this is just shocked. 1807 is CC'd. Dude, imagine being 1807, though. And no offense, I am not very familiar with 1206, 1807, and 1945. But imagine, like, I don't know, bro. Like, imagine they get thrown in here. Right? Doesn't that just suck? Right? Like, you're like a C seed and you get thrown in there. That's wild. That is unbelievably wild. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll take a look at 2377 since everybody knows who they are. So let's go ahead and take a look. Why not? They get a free farming KVK and we'll see how it goes. This is cursed? Yeah, I mean, this is just unbelievably bad. I really don't entirely understand the thought process of the matchmaking. Do you even have to go through this? Guys, you guys all know who these people are, right? Right? Like, their alliance power is 21 billion. Obviously, I think Mr. Hope and Wild Lion are back above 2 bill once Troop returns, right? Where are they? Where are they? Anybody? Am I missing them? There we go. Yeah, 2 bill. So they're both around 2.2 bill. Yeah, these two players will get enough deaths to pretty much counter our whole kingdom. Check messages I sent you in PM. And you want me to check them on stream? So, you missed hour. What does this say? Yeah, I guess we did miss it. I'm not entirely sure about a lot of these kingdoms, but, yep. 77 are around 3.4 trillion kill points, if I'm not mistaken. I honestly would like to see stats. Guys, you guys will only get fights until past 7, GG. I don't even know. Would you want to fight? I mean, this is where the morality question comes in, right? Like, this KVK, unless it's a 3v1, is useless, right? It's completely useless. If it's a 2v2, we're just not going to fight, right? There's no reason to. I'm not going to waste speed ups. I'm not gonna do all that crap, right? So, not going to waste time. There's literally no reason. If it's a 2v2, 1981's not playing the KVK. I mean, I'm not the guy who's going to make that final decision, but I guarantee you that's what's going to happen. If it's a 3v1, I mean, it's still a boring KVK. And then, yeah, I mean, I guess Kingsland happens, and look, we just saw the 1846 KVK. They were so outnumbered, they couldn't even fight. Like, yes, there's a potential that happens, right? Like, there's potential. I do think 1079, 1981, 1903, 3308, and, you know, the 3 other smaller kingdoms could beat 2377. Maybe, right? Now, why they have a campmate, I have literally absolutely no idea. And, like, guys, let's go ahead and look at their campmate, right? So, where was I? I was back here. 3473. Because 3473 is, you know, a good kingdom, right? Like, I know them. Obviously, the rumors were going around that we were pre-allied, which was ridiculous, but kind of funny and entertaining. But let's go ahead and look, right? So 3473, they're a little bit smaller than we are. And yeah, like us versus them, obviously in a 1v1, I think we would be a little bit favored, but you know, they're 10 billion power and like they've got some great accounts here. They just won a 3v1 in their last KVK. This is not your average A seed. 77 camp will get overwhelmed in Kingsland too small. So, but I agree with you. I think 1981 and 3308 and like we are good kingdoms, right? And I think in a 3v1, the numbers game is just too much. Now they could continue to push like for 10 days potentially, right? And if they decided to push for 10 days through a pass, yeah, I mean it is possible, maybe. But do they really want to do that in what a lot of them have called a recovery KVK? Probably not. But yeah, I just can't believe that this is a they have a campmate. Oh, there's Boba on his other account. But yeah, I mean, and they've got Akanata in here, who most of you probably know, probably the Kraken of this kingdom. Not as big of a spender as Hope or Wildline, I don't think, but kind of on that pace. I can't find his account right now. But anyway, correct me if I'm wrong. I think these guys are around 700 billion kill points, so I do think a 3v1 favors the 3. Even though 2377 is crazy, I think the 3v1 is just a little too insane. However, they have a campmate, so maybe that's what Lilith wants. They just want a 3v1. So 2377 gets no campmate against 1960, but they get one against us. I mean, it's Lilith matchmaking. I mean, one thing is for damn certain, and I'm saving some money on Crystal Tech this KVK. That's for damn certain. Last KVK I made the mistake. It was a 3v1 as well. It was, I mean, look, I don't know if this is a 3v1 yet, right? Let me back up, but the only way this is fair is a 3v1. And the only way we're fighting is if it's a 3v1. And so if this is a 3v1, like last KVK I bought dailies for 10 days, like I bought 3 Mountain Warfares, like I ain't doing all that crap again. Like I wasted so much money last KVK, and then Kingsland lasted what, 6 hours maybe. 73 gets a rigged KVK4 Matchmaking 2, where they were the only camp with no dead kingdom in it. I don't know too much about their history, but yeah. Hey Ivan, how are you? Remember when 365 and 1718 and 3310 were pushed by 77 alone? Yeah, I mean, look, I think that they're strong. I think that we would still have, like, 3308 is huge, right? Like 3308 is gigantic. 3485 was deadweight, had no Season of Conquest. They're not in this KVK. But I suppose that you might be talking about a different KVK. 1v3 again, it's the only option, unfortunately. Yeah, Kane, you're cooked. Mo, who are you talking to get camped with 2377? Who are you talking to? I'm genuinely curious. I'm genuinely curious. Yeah, so I have no idea. Spin the wheel again? No, there will be no spinning again. I think we have 2 kingdoms in here, right, who just did that last KVK. Where is it? Right? 1903 and 1901, right? We were both part of that last KVK. I think, and especially if we did a 3v1, because we wouldn't be fighting any zone 5s, like, it would just be Kingsland data. The thing is, will 3308 accept the 3v1? I have no idea. I'm not familiar with 3308. I've never played with 3308. And so, yeah. We'll see. Max, I just got your DM. You should talk to the same person who put 1960 and 2049 in the same camp. Dude, there's got to be no human to review these. I mean, and let's be fair, if there was a human that reviewed this, and this is already like huge speculation, so I'm not gonna throw this out there with any real basis, but like Lilith will obviously prioritize 2377 registration, right? Like if 2377 registers, even if it's not fair, the amount of money that kingdom brings in to Lilith, like they will probably just be like, you know what? Yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead. Have your KVK and who cares? And I was talking to a few, I was talking to a few people and who are in 2377, and it was always the same. It was the same. I can't really fault them for registering because they have to look out for their own. But at the same time, it's a selfish thing to do, right? Like they look out for their own, which is great for them. But now their 155 players make it so that 1,500 players have a terrible KVK, right? And again, I'm not gonna cry too much. Okay, I'm not gonna cry too much. If it's a 3v1, maybe Kingsland's fun. Yeah, right. But I just think. I just think that they shouldn't have registered, but it's the best thing for them to do, and it sucks because now this is the second KVK in a row where something like this has happened in 1901. Oh, I still got to use my spoon, guys. Still, the shake is too solid. So, okay, let me read the chat a little bit. Still at that point, was way stronger than everyone in the high A's. They destroyed 1875 and the KVK right before that. I mean, they are strong, man. But I don't know, man. A 3v1, and I'm not saying that 1846 to 2377. I think that, obviously, 2377 is on another level. But, yeah, 1846 literally stood no chance, right? And say that 2377 splits into 3 divisions, right? Because that's what they would have to do, right? They'd have to split into 3 divisions, at least 2 divisions, right? If they're going to say 3473 covers one side, and then 2377, I mean, I don't know. You think that 2377 could really beat, let's just say 3308, 1079, and 1903? I mean, those are all 3 good kingdoms. And, you know, we occupied 3473. Like, it's just, it would be hard for them to do, man. It would be hard. Like, numbers-wise, I understand their activity, but guys, remember, they also have a downtime. And I understand, you know, people get pilots, but they're not as stacked as they were last KVK. Now they're obviously really stacked, but yeah, kind of shitty. So King that gave up in 3 hours while we fought more than the Kingsland. Oh, okay. I don't know how that's all happening, but but still, each of their alliances were comparatively mid-high A seeds at that point in 3310 and 1718. True. All good kingdoms, but a 2377 healthy can take a 1v3. I mean, I agree with you guys. I'm just saying that the only way that it's remotely fun or possible, right, is a 3v1. The only way that I know that I'll fight, right, like how most of these kingdoms are going to fight, is in a 3v1. That's it. I mean, that's the reality. So if it's a 2v2, I'll tell you right now, nothing's going to happen. Right? We're just going to downsize and and we're going to move on to the next KVK, and I imagine a lot of people will migrate out. Right? Like, that's it. They had like 10 people in line when 2377 and 1v3 to both passes. You could see when a 2377 ball formed, there was no one of those 2 kingdoms there. Yeah, I mean, I fought with them. I mean, I piloted them for the last KVK. I mean, I know that they're strong. But Kingsland is Kingsland, right? So it's small. There shouldn't be any discussion that KVK should be a 1v3, I agree. But we'll see how it shapes up. Oh, man. Alright, let's see if I can get a rune. 2377 is hardly drained from the people I know. Yeah, so let's talk about it this way. Our definition of drained is a little bit different. I know some people in 2377 as well, and yeah, like they have, let's just say, 15 billion resources each and 1.5k days of speeds. Like, to most people, that's a lot. That's like plenty healthy for no matter what seed you're in. Especially if you're in lower seats, that's probably insane. But it's not what they had for the 1960 KVK. So, do I think that they could replicate their performance with the 1960 KVK? Probably not. Especially with the leadership change, I think it would be tough. Do I think that, you know, they couldn't just be insane? You know, like, obviously they'd be insane. Let's rally Chisgul, that would be content. Maybe. Maybe. I don't see why 2377 will want anything but a 1v3. It's just for... I mean, there's only one thing. Hold on. Yeah, there's only one thing to do in Storm, think. And that's pretty much all the content, so. Oh, dude. Oh, we officially have the stats. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Guys, look here. I'm gonna go. I've got the photo now. It's not entirely accurate because it's including deadweight and vacation permits and stuff like that. But here we go. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up on screen. I gotta save it to the desktop, and then hold on. You guys are gonna laugh. It's actually quite incredible, I will say. Hold on. There we go. Let's see. All right. There. You guys tell me what Lilith is smoking. All right. So we're all looking at the same thing, right? We're all looking at the same thing. Can anyone give me a reason that this is happening? Why does 2377 have a campmate? I am lost. Yeah, I mean this truly makes no sense. So you try and find some world where 2377 has a campmate. Hold on. Oh, math on the last one is wrong. The math on the last one is wrong. Yes, I do see that. This was a screenshot that I was just given. So the math is incorrect. I do see. Thank you. I do see. This is just something that I was given. So we are closer to, I guess, 170. We're closer to 2 bill overall. And guys, when I did put this up, remember I said that I had just gotten this sent to me. So yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, so assume that ours is a little bit wrong. So we're at about 2. But yeah, dude, there's no. I think an intern did this matchmaking. Yeah, maybe. That is pretty disgusting. So yeah, I really don't know what's gonna happen. Jeez. Another cook KVK? Yep, another cook KVK. And unfortunately, 1981 is gonna pay the price for it. Look, I would love it if we didn't pay the price, but look, even myself, I can only be positive for so long. And as the content creator, I can't be in a situation where I don't get fighting. It's just not a thing. And it's not 1981's fault, right? It is what it is. Right? Like, I can go here and look at a way that could reconfigure this. Lilith being annoying as possible to troll us, yeah. I don't know what proves you're right, Fake. Lilith being as annoying as possible to troll us. I think I already read that, but yeah, I think in general, obviously 4 camp KVKs, there's got to be some bug in the Lilith matchmaking system. I don't know if it's bug or just in general just an error. But 4 camp KVKs have been disgusting recently. 2377, never get a match found. They definitely yeah, it's definitely tough. 3 KVKs in a row now that are unplayable. I'm done with this game. Sean, I don't blame you, man. Whatever decision you decide to make, man, I understand it. At the very least, I'm going to hope that I get a rune. 91 might die after this. I mean, I don't know if we'll die. But we'll definitely downsize. And honestly, like, I mean, maybe it's for the best, right? Just sucks because I think 3310 just went through something very similar, right? And 3310 is a great kingdom. Bot Impossible, I know that you're in this chat, right? But tell me if I'm wrong, but you guys probably just lost a lot of players. It's the same thing that happened. It's not like it's not your fault. It's just when a top level Imperium snipes you at the last second and you get thrown into your matchmaking, and then somehow that matchmaking and the camps still don't make sense. Yeah, I don't know. I'm never doing 4 camp KVKs. I'm doing Words and Bound next pop, and everyone is welcome. Yeah, I know. Bro, happened to every A seed? I know. So the matchmaking is so bad, and this is what I mean. Like, the matchmaking is so bad nowadays that you either have to be like 500 billion kill points and like low A, or you have to be mega imp or like the highest level of fighter, or else you're just in the get fucked range. Right? Like, if you have a chance of being put into these kind of maps, you will. And then the bigger kingdom will just always win. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Seems like a fight KVK. It's been 3 KVKs. The enemy doesn't want any fights, so 3 farm KVKs back to back is terrible. I would love to fight. Yeah, I mean, this will only be our second bad KVK, right? We had a really good one against 1606, but we had a really bad one last one, and we're gonna have a really bad one this one. I mean, it does 2 things, right? You can't recruit players, and 2, your good players are gonna leave, right? So we went up pretty high in power after the 1606 KVK because, you know, we got put on the map. We were a public face, right? And then we had an absolute dud of a KVK after that. And so we didn't grow this offseason, realistically. We didn't grow at all. We lost some, we gained some. Our KP went up about 20 bill total, right? Like, for us, like, that's not growth. And then, yeah, I mean, now we're doing another one. So if we didn't grow last offseason, we're not going to go this or next offseason. And, yep. Who even wants to fight 2377, 1960, and 1093? Well, 2377 wants to fight 1960 and 1093, and 1960 wants to fight 2377 and 1903. Or I said 1903, but 1093. Yeah, I mean, look, and obviously they don't, right? So that's why 2377 registered. 2377 does not want to fight 1960 again, and they do not want to fight 1093. They obviously want a recovery KVK. That's why they queued. That's known. It's fine. It's just unfortunate that they got our map. So if 2377 promises to 0 spleen, I'll fight a 2v2. Yeah, okay. Kane, do you have the data already? Power and KP. It's not accurate. Our camp data is not accurate, but this is kind of what it is. The KP on our side is not added up correctly. So our camp is about 2 billion. Obviously, they're missing the 855 billion. They're not adding 1079 to our KP, but everything else is relatively accurate. Now, I say relatively because I mean, essentially, this still includes deadweight. This still includes vacation permits. This still includes all that. Like 1981 personally is much lower power than this, and like, I don't know, 70 billion less KP, right? So, yeah. Anyway, that's kind of what I was sent. Did you send it to me? Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, that's better. I mean, it's essentially the same thing, right? It's very, very similar. Yeah, and again, it's still including deadweight and stuff and vacation permits, but yeah, it just has the bottom one. It just has the bottom one sent. They need to start matching these imps with the Chinese servers. Yeah, they can't fight 7 kingdoms, especially 1901, 3308, and 1903. So, like I said, I think a 3v1. I don't know if it would be competitive. I truly have no idea. But it would at least make it so that fighting happened. So, I don't know, man. Yeah, 73 is also like 100 billion KP less. Yeah, I know, because you guys have the Rogue Whale, who's like, what? How much KP does Glock have? Oh, man. All right, well, you know what, guys? At the very least, we're going to do some arms training while I continue to rant a little bit and cry. Might as well get some gold heads, right? Sorry, just typing. I think Diplo chats have started, even if I'm not really participating in them. Oh, 7% defense. I'll probably use this one. Oh, I'm sure I'm sure these are always great. Why did they give 77 an ally? Yeah. Oh, I know. Hey, we are Match to Save KVK. You make YouTube videos, correct? I do, man. In fact, I'm streaming right now. Tune in. I swear I just killed... Didn't I just kill a Shrine Guardian? Where did the rune go? Oh. Let's push pre-KVK so we can choose a par this camp from 2377. Yeah, let's push for second place. I think that Hope and Lion will probably have a larger pre-KVK score than the entirety of 1981. Chisco needs to make about this shit matchmaking. I mean, Chisco can't be happy either, right? I mean, he's a content creator too. He's not going to get any fighting on his main. And now, to be fair, he probably doesn't mind that, considering their last KVK. Might be exhausted, I get that. But yeah, this just sucks, man. Why are Chinese Krakens in Kane's DM? I think they're one of the kingdoms now. Can you please explain why people say 20 attack is better than 15% defense for infantry? I don't think it is. However, it scales well with smite damage according to some factor that I'm not aware of. And additionally, infantry gear has a ton of defense on it, right? So, like, if I go over this, watch. Defense, 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 attack, right? So, there is an absolute boatload of defense on the infantry gear. And so, based on the, law of diminishing returns, right, you'll just get a little bit more. Actually, I'll just keep this here. All right, we're going to do the 7% defense. And we're going to start this thing, and I'll do it on stream to get a little bit of content here. Now, where is... If I do 150, 123, I'm doing this on my phone, guys. Just a heads up. I think that's good. All right, Hulk, what's going on, man? Yeah, not a good, not a good matchmaking result. For some reason, 2377 got a campmate in AC KVKs. So yeah. What do you think of matchmaking? One of the worst I've ever seen. Is this worse than last KVK? I don't know. I think they're about the same vibe. I think it's about the same vibe as putting 1718 and 1175 in the same camp. In another AC KVK. I feel like it's about that same level. I will say, if 3308 and 1903 didn't swap over to our domain, we we probably would have had a great KVK, and 2377 might have gotten no match found. Would you push for the Zenith if you have a 50% infantry defense? No, I would not. Definitely not. Wow, this matchmaking is ridiculous. Seems like that is becoming more and more common, yeah. Alright, let's see if I... Did this keep my thing? It did. Okay, so we'll go ahead and challenge. Now, the real thing is I gotta go boosts. I'm not popping that. We'll go here, we'll go here. I think we're going... Alright. Commander view. Alex, Hera. Seems good. Do you know how good is 1206 and 1945? No. I have no idea, honestly. And what about 3473? Wired in the same camp as 2377? I don't know. Mo, who was in this chat, probably just paid him off. Or Akanada spends enough to make sure that they were matched with the other highest Kraken or highest spending Kraken in the game. I'm not entirely sure. All right, let's see. We have Alex. And I don't think you know what's crazy is I'm probably not going to use this since I'm going to use 2 skill damage commanders, so I'll probably just use this. I don't know if this is better, because I mean, maybe. Reduction in skill damage dealt? That feels bad. Destructive obviously does... This is definitely a net negative on a wedge for me, or on skill damage commanders. Alright, so we'll go ahead. We'll run it up. Hey brother, you ready for another shit KVK? I am not, man. I am definitely not. And I don't think a lot of our players are either, so we're gonna see how this goes. Seems Lilith really wants a 3v1 to be a new style of play, clearly. Yeah. It is actually shocking, because so many KVKs now are 3v1 like this. 10-year-old can do better matchmaking than this. Lilith needs to change the way that they do MM. Well, the thing is, they constantly say that they're changing it, right? They constantly say that they're changing it. I mean, even in their recent face-to-face with the developers, right? Like, Lilith literally said, we're looking at different ways to fix matchmaking. But, you know, they also recently did change matchmaking. So, I mean, I don't know what they want from me. Clearly the change, like, matchmaking actually got worse, I think. I think matchmaking definitely got worse with the recent changes. Don't ask me how, but they have. Now I'm waiting for the new changes to get implemented, but I'll be honest, chat, I've got very little faith. Literally just let me do the matchups. I'll roll some dice and get better results in this, I know. Alright, let's go ahead and leave on my farm. Gotta start this or else I'll never do it. I'm kind of in Diplo chats just venting, so... Don't mind me. Here, we will go ahead, quit. There we go. All right. Where is it? I'll see if I've got the troop distribution correct here. Who will win this KVK most likely? Can't be 2v2 by the looks of it. No, it definitely cannot be a 2v2. So if it's a 3v1, I think we would technically be favored in Kingsland just because of the numbers advantage, but I don't know. Does anybody really want to do that? And definitely, I don't think Lilith wins for sure. I definitely don't think Lilith wins because we're not going to be spending on tech. Like, that's just the reality of the situation, right? I gotta make sure that, where's my Alex at? Alex has gear on it? Chat? There we go. Yes. Yes. Okay, we're all set. Alright. How did I have no rage? Is pre-rage... Has the ARP been lost? Yeah. If it's a 2v2, then there's a pretty obvious winner, I think. I mean, yeah, I don't know about that. Oops. Alright, will I lose my rage this time? What do we think? This is the fun part about doing this event, guys. Let's see. Should I be rage loaded? Yes. Ah, I have my rage. It still works. Okay, good. Right. Unfortunately, this costs quite a lot of resources. Someone needs to get fired. I know, it's pretty bad. Okay. Next skill, every 10 seconds. Yeah, that skill's pretty useless. 30% chance. No, I think it's this one, right? Yeah. This one will go second. Okay. King of all Britain map locations based on pre-KVK? Yeah, but let's be honest, it's not going to be... It's not going to matter much. Whoops, that is the scout. We go 6, and we go 8. Gonna be a costly 20 gold heads, chaps. It's the only way that I can feel better about this matchmaking is if I get first in this event. If last KVK more people supported the boycott, this would have not have happened now. Possibly. We tried to boycott. We did. We actively tried. But the reality of the situation is that the rewards are too good and people will always go for the rewards. Greed always wins. Do you think 20% imp health skin is coming? I do, yeah. They'll probably release a 20% imp defense first, but I do think it's coming. I think my race just reset again. Did my race just reset? Wait, how? Do you guys see how... What is happening? You see how my rage is going up? But why? I'm not in combat. Unless I am, somehow with this march. Guys, do you guys see what I'm seeing? Is this bugged? Why can I see my rage bar? Okay. Whatever. I think this somehow might be putting me in combat. There, wait. There. Hold on. Is it the march that I'm using? Just eat Ben and Jerry's half-baked ice cream, trust? Wouldn't that be nice? Does one of these commanders do a debuff? Hold on. There it is. For the next 2 seconds, up to 5 nearby enemy troops lose 10%. Okay, so this is why I'm losing my rage, for those of you guys who don't know. Because the debuff is hitting me, and when the debuff is falling off of me, it is resetting. Even though... Is it not in my city? What the... Epic... Where is she? This right here. When this 10% health debuff is falling off, it's resetting my rage, which kind of sucks, because I do like the heal, but I will just use... I think Queen Tamar also heals, so... Alright. Go ahead and move up here. we'll try that. Okay. Before I accidentally attack it with this march. Go ahead and start. Oh man, I don't think, guys, just to let you know how it's going right now in the Diplo chats, and I'm not leaking anything, but the discussion right now is the obvious one. Is it going to be a 3v1 or not? I think that's the biggest discussion happening. I'll give you an update as soon as we know, but yeah, I don't know. Should be good. I'm surprised how tanky this thing already is. It's kind of crazy. All right. Never attacked. Damage factor. I actually don't mind that. That one's the last. Yeah, that's fine. Why would it not be a 3v1? I think the answer to that is pretty clear. There are kingdoms who would like an easier KVK. Alright. We'll move off. And every time I look at this, man, it just makes me sad. I can't believe they have a campmate. Alright. I'm gonna move out. I hope you guys are enjoying this absolutely riveting content of me self-buffing and killing this march. I have to do this on stream though, or else I'll never get it done. Or I guess I could just not go for the event and the gold hits. But what fun is that, you know? At least with the campmate, 2377 can't argue for a 2v2. I mean, true. The question is the fight still happening? Was the campmate for 2377 the last draw? Nothing's been finalized, guys. I had to hop in and watch after I seen your kingdom was in our KVK again. Yep. Now do we say we are just asleep? Matchmaking is something else? I don't know what we say, man. The thing is, like, I personally would love to fight a lot of these other kingdoms, right? Like, literally the only kingdom that is causing an issue is 2377 in this registration. How is Diplo not done? It's not an instant process, man. I mean, I think it's obvious, and a lot of you guys probably think it's obvious. But, you know, things will happen as they should happen. Also, I'm going to be Hitting this barb, unfortunately. Didn't want the AoE, chat. Didn't want the AoE. Feeding reported? You are right. Actually, technically, I am feeding. Oh, is it MGE today? Wait. It's not Kilvin, right? Okay, thank goodness. Not that I would win anyway, but yeah. The GOAT, what's going on? Some rumors are going around 2377 and 3308 pre-allied. Yeah, those I think they were rumors, but 2377 and their campmate should sit out. Yeah, but I mean, also, wow. I don't think this thing is ever going to die. I mean, they could sit out, but they're not going to sit out. They registered for the KBK, man. They knew that they were dodging the larger Imperiums, and they registered anyway. So their goal is going to be to fight, right? Before I mess this up. Uh-oh, no troops. I'm running out of T1 Siege, chat. I also think my buff completely went away. No way Bark cursed your kingdom? I think he did, man. I think Bark has cursed my kingdom. Even if 2377 sits out, the KVK is still scuffed? Yeah, 100%. Hold on, I gotta get this over here. 3473 can't 1v1 another camp. No, they cannot. Five hours of healing. What is that? What the F is this matchmaking? It's terrible, man. But dude, matchmaking has been terrible for months. Free for all? I mean, free for alls are no better. Also, I should have been attacking this thing a while ago. Free for all doesn't do anything, right? Ooh, it healed up. Alright, where are we going next? Whenever attacked, remove all buffs. I don't like that. Wait, do I? And take an extra... I don't like the heal every 10 seconds. I don't like that. That's fine. I think I do this one. No, I need to refresh. Stop killing myself. No. $23.77 kit would come out on top if it's free for all. Yeah, unless everybody agrees to not fight them, in which case that's just a 3v1, right? So yeah, we could not fight them and then fight each other afterwards, in theory, right? Like that. But I don't like how that sounds. My Alex Hera March got cooked. Some guy in my KD got 669, 604. That's crazy. So what, 96%? Yeah, I mean, maybe you guys are in KVK, I don't know, but that's crazy. Oh, actually, I'm not even the right... Hold on. Gotta go with the right city theme, chat. Gotta use my own infantry zenith, you know? Alright. And we will move. Spin the wheel round 2. I don't think that's gonna happen, man. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I literally have no words for what has happened. As I hit my mic, I'm sorry if that was loud. Kind of want to be on territory, but it's okay. I feel like this event is so RNG based with Alex Hera because you have so many instant procs. You'd also run like a Charles Hera, I guess, theoretically. If we spin the wheel and Ducks win again, I think... I mean, we'd have to work that out in Diplo, but I don't know how that would work. I don't think we're spinning the wheel again, guys. I think it's just chalked. Kane, read my message above. Give me a second, man. I'm from 79. Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta attack, and then I will look. All right, one more. Okay. I'm from 79, last KVK when we were facing 08. A lot of 77 players, including the Russians, were piloting 08 accounts. That is true. It's kind of obvious where the Diplo go. If they allied, the KVK is already over. I completely agree. If they ally, the KVK is over. But I'm going to hope that that doesn't happen. All right, what do we go for now? I think we get the healing one last, right? 10%, 5%. I mean, this is a brutal skill, guys. It's 1% a second, essentially. With no cooldown either. Ugh. That makes him tanky. 500 no take skill damage. I don't like that either. I think we do the rage. I think I want this last, or like second to last. I think I want this last and this second to last. So 30% chance to remove all buffs from his attacker. Buffs aren't shields, right, chat? Chat, are buffs shields? Because if this is shields as well, this really sucks. How much honor would you say is needed for rank 20 in a C seed? Maybe like 300k or less. I'm not sure. I haven't been in C seed for quite a while. So I think I go this, then I go this, then I go this, then I go this, then I go this. I think that's the move, chat. Unless this removes shields, but I don't know if this removes shields. I feel like it would say remove shields. I think buffs just mean like attack, defense, health, right? Anyway, or like, you know, all damage buffs or any procs that you get from active skills. Anyway, we'll go rage. Alright. Gotta get this hospital healed. But you know if arms training barbs counts as barbs, so hence KVK bar damage would work? No, they do not count as barbarians. When they count as barbarians in this top left here, we'll say it. You see how this says barbarian? Right? This does not say it, so it is not a barbarian. I missed the first part. How are we feeling about the matchup, big dog? Absolutely terrible. It's about the same as last KVK, just completely horrendous. Somehow 2377 has a campmate. And unless it's a 3v1, no one's going to be fighting at all. And even if it's a 3v1, spending is going to be way down, and activity is going to be way down, and all that stuff, so. Kane, that's the move? What is the move? I missed it. Rules say it is not a barb, yeah. Same with like passes and stuff. Those are not barbarians either. Hey, Kane, we'll be on your camp this side. Awesome. If there's any fighting, sure. The first time I don't understand the matchmaking, we have 1807, which is C seeds. 33 got a B seed, and 77 got an A seed. What is going on? Dude, I have no idea. Curious as to why you guys didn't choose Orleans. Mix of a multitude of reasons, man. Yo, what's the move? Oh, sorry, it meant what's the move. The move is to go outside, plan a vacation, maybe get laid, get a girlfriend, you know, wife, whatever, you know, just go ahead and enjoy yourself for a little while. I am moving the wrong march. Whoops. PTI, what's going on? You're in 2377, aren't you? Or are you in 3308? Your name is familiar. Yeah, I know. The camp balance is way out of whack. What's going on, Bus? I believe it's important that kingdoms stop fighting the imps entirely if matchmaking gets like this. Yeah, I mean, that's maybe what happens, right? Gotta move the march. Move the march. I'm in 1606? Ah, I see. Maybe that's why I recognize you. Should have Dorn leans with us. Benefit of hindsight, but we could have still got no much found and could still be in the same situation. 2377 wasn't supposed to queue this pot, man. Nothing we could do. They sniped the registration pool. It is what it is. 3308 is rumored. We've talked about it a little bit. Rumors are rumors until proven otherwise. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely worse than Orleans if you take best case scenario of Orleans and worst case scenario of what we currently have. So yeah, we definitely got the worst case scenario for what we currently have, which, you know, is somehow predictable considering how bad Lilith matchmaking has been recently, which is sad to see. And it is what it is. 2377 has sniped me twice in a row. Somebody there hates me. Dude, clearly, man, somebody there must hate you. Alright, I said I was going to take this one next, right? Okay, you know, just for testing purposes, let's see if this gets rid of shields. If it doesn't get rid of shields, then it's not bad. Bus, I do appreciate the host, man. Best option is for the ACs just to migrate to a different kingdom. Yeah, and then 2377 manages to kill, you know, like 10 kingdoms. Which is ass. Trust me, man, I'm feeling all the same crap. Mate, how's the Diplo going? It is going slowly still. Let's heal the T1, I think. I think we're all just kind of discussing the possibilities of what's happening. Do we need to buy pop-ups? Let's wait for a few more things to occur. I mean, I will be buying pop-ups, but maybe that's it. I get to save on a little bit of cash. Is my Constantine not attacking? I guess not. Ethan, later, bro. Okay, my Constantine is just not attacking. That's fine. Is my Constantine bugged? There. Oh, it's. Oh, now it's attacking. Weird. All right. New to Kingdom? Oh, so maybe you migrated there. So we just fought 1606, so yeah. You think 2377 or sorry, I read your message backwards. Do I think a 2v2 or 3v1 is more fair? The only answer that is correct is the 3v1 is more fair. Now, is it fair? I don't know. And is it a good KVK? The answer to that is definitely no. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Alright. I'm gonna have to speed up my hospital. Whoops. Is Jake the dog migrating to your kingdom? No. Why would he be migrating? Not after the stunt that he pulled. But he didn't apply here, so. Alright. Did it remove shields? Oh, dude, I didn't even check. Let me check. Hold on. Battle log. Where was it? Was this the most recent one? 13. It doesn't look like it. Troop buffs. Let's see. All right, so I popped my. Yeah, no, it did not remove shields. Well, I guess you couldn't really tell, but if it procced, I imagine that it would, right? So I think it's solid. This is kind of cooked though. I need to not take AoE, so. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? I just need to kill these, sadly. Shields every round? Yeah, I agree. These barbs are gonna grief my attempt, bro. But honestly, at this point, who cares? Send it. Alright, we send. Wait, maybe not. Maybe we don't send. We get this over here, so we make sure we're buffing. Alright, now we send. I think they're both locked on to the right target, right? Hold on. Hold on, chat. I just gotta make sure I'm doing the right thing here. I'm gonna target like the Charles or something. Oh, fuck it. We send. Takes too long anyway. I think I'm hitting the barbs with my AoE, but I have no idea. I can't actually see. If I turn light mode off, what does this look like? Chat, am I cooked? I'm definitely cooked. I am not attacking. Oh god. Oh god. I do not have my buffs going. Yeah, that was fried. That was definitely bad. Okay, so this doesn't take off shields, which is good to know. We'll do this one. We'll challenge. We'll move. The barbs kind of griefed me there, but it is what it is. Well, on the plus side, I will say I wasn't going to be able to make Zone 5 anyway because I had a work obligation, and now it seems like that's not a problem. Oh, man. So sad. Need an instant proc on the heal. So like that heal right there is brutal. I need an Alex heal reduction on that thing. Also, I need to manipulate this a little bit. I'm getting way too many spawns over here. Which is kind of griefing my territory bonus. So we're going to go ahead and put a bunch of marches here. Yeah, my troops are already low. Rough. You should let me pilot. Not sure if enemies will respect you when I just use Lou, Alex, and Arthur Lee the entire KVK. It's a bummer, man. It really is a bummer. And I'm over the days of respect, bro. Like, you get KP how you get your KP. If you're on the field fighting, you're doing more than most. I've got my KP, man. I'm proving what I can do. If you want to clown some people for cheeseburgering. Now, if you're cheeseburgering and you're like completely ignoring the rest of your kingdom and they're ball fighting somewhere else, yeah, I mean, that's pretty bad, right? But in general, do what you can. Oh, I am missing a march. Yeah, now Ken, that is something that I definitely will judge you for, though. Yeah, Pew Pew March is just laziness. At least cheeseburgering takes some sort of effort. All right, we'll attack in a few seconds, but definitely bummed that this is not on Alliance territory. All right, should be good. Yeah, dude, it's just, I don't know. I feel like I've been pretty public with my disdain in the ranged meta. Emotep doesn't work with arms training. What even is it? Emotep? Is that the epic commander? I don't think so. Congrats on the matchup. Pretty bad. Yeah. Have you spoken with VIP support? There's the 1718, 1175 KVK, the 1846 KVK, and now this. I mean, we're actively speaking to them. So, to answer your question, like, yes, we have spoken with them, but they're going to give you the same BS response that they give everyone who complains about matchmaking, right? Matchmaking consists of a complex algorithm of blah, 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 right? Which doesn't matter, because the only thing that it says to me is that it's bad. But unfortunately, we are the ones taking the fall, especially recently, because we've had 2 of these KVKs. But it's not even just us. Those are just the 2 high-profile KVKs. I mean, it's bad all around, bro. Bad all around. Genie, if you don't mind, you guys could just recover and, you know, do what you guys said you were going to do and just take the KVK off and, you know, just let us do our thing, I guess. I don't know. It just sucks, man. Oh, I gotta get my, gotta get this guy out of the way. Taking up buffs. What do you think about this 3 infantry lineup? BQ Liu, so that's good. Wallace CJ, Ragnar Skip. I would probably go Liu Alex by Wallace and then Ragnar Skip. Me personally. And yeah, BQ Philip would also work, unless you were using your Philip somewhere else. But Jacob, I do agree with your sentiment. Free for all KVK, let's go. Definitely not. Or 77 can only use 1 March. Yeah, maybe. I thought Lilith would stack a few. I thought Lilith would stack with a few kingdoms, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that, but you mean not give you guys a campmate? Of course, it spawns there. You don't think CJ is better than Alex? It might be better than Alex. But it's impossible to tell, right? Because we don't have data for CJ. And Liu Alex obviously works really, really, really well. The Alex instant proc and debuff is worth way more than CJ is, though. And CJ doesn't have an instant proc, right? CJ only has the reactive damage. I'm gonna run out of... It's gonna die, huh? Uh-oh, that's an Ethel. That's a bad idea. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. This is a disaster, chat! I kind of ruined this one. Whoops. Yeah, I'm cooked. I'll probably do this one more time off stream. We'll see. I definitely ain't doing this again though on stream. Oh. CJ is like a bad William. Alex is way faster. And Liu Alex. Yeah, I think Liu Alex is just proven, right? That's the difference. You're not in 77 anymore? Wait, what happened? Where you at? Because you had a 60 account, right? Alright. Dude, these barbs. Griefing me, man. I'm not hitting the city, right? In 1960? Yeah, but he always had a 1960 account. That's why in the 2377 versus 1960 KVK he was like fighting himself. So what did you do with the second account, Genie? Ooh, okay, hospital capacity is filling. I healed it. You have 2 in 1960? Bro. Why? I guess that's one way to do it, but that seems pretty counterintuitive to me. I mean, I guess if you got pilots running them the whole time, I mean, do what you can. They weren't so nice to Genie. So he migrated one to 1960. Why would they not be nice to Genie? Well, I cannot click on the arm string, so we're gonna have to move our stuff. Bring one in 1981. Yeah, I mean, you can bring one in 1981, but we might be downsizing after this KVK, so I don't know if I'd recommend that. Said as the migration lead, by the way. Oh. Alright. Water's done. On to the rest of this protein shake. It seems like it's a little bit more liquidy now that the ice is melted, which is a win. So Genie, you got to tell me a little bit about the that other story, right? How were they not? Were they actually not nice to you, or is that just a rumor that he said? Okay, this spawn point is disgusting. That's got to change. So we are going to bring this over here. No way it took you that long to finish. This is what happens when you buff, bro. And the crazy thing is this has been like a really bad attempt. So I'll probably just do it again off stream. I definitely am not going to do this and put you guys through this off stream again. All right. I think I saw a Facebook post of Wild Lion and Genie arguing in Alliance chat or something. It might be going crazy. Could be his pilots too. Alex Hara, best pair for this? Yeah. Oh, the protein shake. Yeah. The protein shake for sure. I haven't really been drinking it. Also, it was like way too much. All right. 3, 2, and we will go ahead and attack. Am I AoEing my Ethelflood here? I think I am. Which is awkward. What about Martel Hera with triple relic? It's good, just not as good. This guy does a lot of healing, and you want the healing debuff from Alex. I don't entirely know what's hitting this at the flood. It might be the true healing from my Shajar. It's my only guess. Kane looking small, gotta hit the weight spam. Boom! Oh, I'm kidding. I am kind of small, but I hit the weights today, man. I've been at it. I've been doing well. Been doing well for myself. And looks like with this KVK, I'm going to have another good few months of hitting the gym and being healthy and active. Would you look at that? Jesus. All right. Yay, legend mode. Okay, bro. Stop griefing. Okay, good. I forced it on my territory at least. Your hospital? Wow, my hospital might overflow with T1. That's kind of funny, actually. I appreciate you saying my hospital, though. That is funny. I got plenty of space. And CY can be used instead of Shajar as a buffing march? No. I use CY because it increases the normal damage. And defense. CY does not do any buffing. I think mine, there it is. Alright. That looks good. Alright, let's see if we're cooked. I will probably get first here, but it's not been a good first attempt. So again, I've said this a few times, but I'll do the last one off stream. All right, 3, 2, 1. Who would I use instead of Shajar? There's not really a good second option. Maybe Cleopatra. It's kind of just rough. There are only really 5 good buffing marches, and Shajar is like already kind of a mediocre buffing march. You want 3333 Kingdom or others Wind Camp? I'm not entirely sure of that KVK status. I got a recall. All right, last attempt here, chat. I hopefully will get into first place, but I think I'm gonna be in the 8s, which is definitely a rough score. I think I had 1 or 2 times where I wasn't even buffing, and yeah, we'll see. Gotcha. Remember you? Oh, dude. Ahar, you can't be doing my boy like that. All right, let's get my T1. What is going on here? I'm not trying to read any of this. What the? Wait, Pete, did you give me a flux? Can I take this? Wait, what was that? I have a gifted flux. Is this your version of a donation, Pete? I mean, I appreciate it, man. I take that as a membership. Thank you. Thanks. I didn't even notice. All right. Last one here. Also, chat, I also lost 1 billion gold. I had a bet with somebody that 2377 wouldn't be on our map. And, yep, guess we're cooked. I don't have the same name on Rock. Hey, it's how it be. I think that's enough. We'll start. See how this goes. Oh, man. What a day. Where's my flux? What do you mean, where's your flux? I ain't giving out any flux, bro. Although I guess I'm saving some money, because now I don't need to convert my armament crystals, or my transmute my armaments or whatever, with the conversion crystals, conversion stones. And I don't have to buy crystal tech. So maybe I could give you flux, but yeah, I don't know about that. Pete simping? Hey, I'm all for a simp, man. Unless you're in my chat right now, and you're asking me to take my shirt off like you guys were earlier this stream, so. All right, chat. Are we in the low 8s? What are we in? Yeah, 668,522. Oh man, that's a tough score right there. That is a tough score. Now, it should be first, but... yeah, it's first, but I'll do it again off stream. Now, what is nice... hold on. Wait. Can I claim? Preview? What do you mean daily chances? What do you mean start? Chat, where's my... I need to collect my stuff. Wait. Hold on. Chat. Hold on. I need to claim my rewards, bro. I want to finish up this Esmeralda's Prayer. Wait, hold on. Arms training, go. Chat? You get 5? Yeah, 5 daily? I know, I'm at 5. Why can't I claim? Press start? Oh. Let's not talk about it. I didn't know I had to press start. I didn't want to start a new round. I'm not going to do this next round on stream. All right. I still have 5 legendary materials left and the 3-day speed up. And I have 8 rolls. All right. Chat, if I don't get this in 8 spins and our matchmaking sucked that bad, I might just end stream. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Let's see. All right, let's go. We spin. Okay. Not a good start. Someone in my line's got all 3 in under 70 rolls. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, you know what's crazy, chat? Is this is still worth, like, right here, 4 legendary materials and 3 days. This is almost worth, like, a geared up. Please! Yes. Thank God. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Got it done. We got it done. With the $50 bundle tier. So, we're good. Alright. Here. I do actually have one more thing. I have a ton of transmutation stones because I'm not really using them for anything right now. And there's only one thing that I could really transmute. Actually, there are two things. And I think I'm just going to do it to hopefully make myself feel better. So this I'm going to make into a KOAB armament, this unswerving. So I will make this into a KOAB armament. And at the same time, for my Delta formation, I did open this. And now it's pretty bad, but I also want to obviously make this into a KOAB thing. My original plan, before I opened this armament, was actually to take this. Yes, no, this is my third set. Where is my second set? Was to take this and make this, or not this one. Which one was it? Yeah, sorry, it was. It was to make this one into the other formation. But if I can save myself a little bit of transmutation crystals, I will. Did I see 70 conversion stones? I do not have 70 conversion stones. I've got 13 or 12. Am I going to invest in a pincer? I was, but now with this KVK, I will not. Just hoard them until they release that armament pity system. What they normally do is they give you some back. And honestly, I have so many, chat, I might just gamble a little bit. I know it's not the right thing to do. We don't have KVK. I understand. But I kind of want to see if I can turn this into something decent. And if it doesn't, I'm not going to cry over it. Alright. So, I want to see... I know I've been crying a lot this stream, so I apologize if the mood is a little down. However, we do have almost 120 people watching, and I would love it if we got above 50 likes. We're at 42. That's not a huge ask. So go ahead and like the stream, and I'm going to go ahead and re-roll this, all right? So, yeah, I agree, man. I need some dopamine as well. I'm not exactly sure what my future is holding right now. As far as this KVK in this game, honestly. I know I made that April Fool's video, but I'm about to go on 6 months of no real fighting and probably like $5,000 spent. So it's not... This game is kind of shitting down my throat right now. I didn't need to get that graphic, but you know what I mean. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and re-roll this. I'm going to go ahead and refresh. How many likes are we at? Are we above 50? We are. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hitting the like button. All right, we're going to go ahead and re-roll this. Hopefully we get some good cap stats. Lilith, if you're listening to me, all right? Some good cap stats. I'm obviously not going to lock this 1.5 health, all right? Oh, I might have to... I mean... okay. Okay. Some of them are a little low, but I mean, that's not bad, right? That's not bad. Bro. That's kind of funny. Okay. So, that was not a bad roll. That was not a bad roll. Lilith apology attempt for sure. I think I am obviously gonna keep. I think I'm gonna keep re-rolling. But that's kind of wild. That is kind of funny. That is pretty good. I like that. Now, Lilith, if you're really listening, the only way that I am gonna go to bed happy tonight. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm not gonna go to bed happy. Okay, but the only way that I'm not gonna go to bed and also take 5 shots before I sleep, before I cry, is if I get at least 1.7% all damage and additional cap stats. All right, that's it. Those are my terms. If you don't want to see crying Kane, all right, I need some all damage. All right, 3, 2, 1. Okay, bad, not good. 3, 2, 1. That was just the same thing but worse. All right, guys, I don't want siege attack and damage to barbarians. Is this bugged? Did I just roll the exact same thing 3 times in a row? Am I going insane? Enough with the siege and barbs. Enough. Okay. We're gonna continue. Okay, not good. We're at 5 now. Okay. I think once I get down to 3, I might lock one. I don't know. Screw you. Screw you. This should not be possible. This 1.6 to 1.6 should not be possible. All right. I'm not going to lock one. Screw it. We do it live. Fuck it. We do it live. Oh, I wanted to rip them off. Okay. Yeah, we're good. All right. Yeah. Okay. I mean, look, it's not bad. It's not bad. I just wasted a ton of stones on 9 rerolls, but honestly, it's a fine armament, right? So now what that probably means is I don't swap this over. I don't swap this over. I'll just keep this on wedge, which is fine. And this armament's great. So I will probably, and this is where I got to think, because chat, I also have this, and I am going to buy the steel skin, and this is where things get interesting, right? So I have to put steel skin somewhere, and I don't like this armament. I think the defense is great, but the march speed is useless for me, and the health is low, and I'm out of rerolls, and I don't want to use a stone, right? So what I wanted to do, and this was my plan, tell me if this sounds complicated, but stay with me now, okay? The plan was to take this armament, re-roll it into calves, swap this armament over to my wedge set, okay? To replace, not this, it's not on the set, to replace the Brave. So now I would have a special, or a rare inscription here, and then I would put my special inscription. I know, this sounds insane. I would put that on this and re-roll this. That's the plan currently. I also have this, but again, this is bad. So, of course, I mean, if Archer Delta ever comes out, I've got this fantastic armament here. It's determined to give me good Archer stats. Anyway. Oh, yikes. Okay. Yeah, so that's my plan. Oh. Do we just re-roll the other one too? Chat, how copium are we right now? Armaments. I still have 150, guys. I have so many stones. And then the crazy part is I don't need stones anymore, man. I need conversion stones, not transmutation stones. Like, I'll have plenty of these. Do I just re-roll it? Chat, do I do it? Hold on, where was it? Also, this epic armament's crazy. Do I literally just take this right now and re-roll it? Because I could re-roll it now to see if I'm even going to swap it over. Because I have to re-roll this before I swap it over anyway, right? I have to. And worst case scenario, I just get some Attila armament at a baseline. Yeah, I don't know. Ugh.